They laughed the moment she spoke. Not a small laugh, the kind that cuts like a knife. The kind people try to hide behind a hand, behind a smirk, behind fake professionalism. She was only introducing herself, just saying her name in the soft, gentle accent she grew up with. But to them, it was a joke. And the man sitting beside her, the man they thought needed their approval, watched his wife shrink into herself like a flower closing in the cold. Everyone in that room was waiting for him to laugh too, but he didn't. His jaw tightened, his fingers curled, and his heart, normally calm, felt the burn he hadn't felt in years. Not for himself, but for her. They had no idea they had just made the biggest mistake of their careers. Because the husband they mocked wasn't some desperate entrepreneur begging for a signature. He was a billionaire with the power to buy every man in that room 10 times over. But what they didn't know was that he had grown up with nothing. His wife's accent sounded like home to him, like the life he fought his way out of. And he loved her for never hiding it. The next morning the conference room was glowing, polished table, fresh papers, pen placed neatly on the line where he was supposed to sign the final $200 million deal. The executives sat tall, confident, ready to celebrate. But when he walked in, he didn't sit. He didn't greet them. He just looked at the contract, then at the same men who had laughed at the woman he loved. And in complete silence, he closed the folder and whispered, "Cancel everything." Confusion broke out instantly. They stood up, asked questions, tried to fix their smiles, tried to act innocent. But he raised a hand and said, "You mocked her voice, the voice that carried her through pain, poverty, and every moment she doubted herself. If you can't respect her, you'll never respect me." Then he turned to his assistant and said the words that would become the headline of the decade: "Send all 200 million to charity." Silence. Panic. One of the executives actually grabbed the table edge like he might fall over. Another begged him to reconsider. But he didn't even look back. He left the room the same way he entered, calm, controlled, unshaken. Later that night his wife found out. She froze, tears filling her eyes, whispering, "You didn't have to," but he just held her hand and said, "Your voice is worth more than every deal on earth." She wasn't crying because of the money lost. She was crying because of the love gained. And that's when the world realized something powerful. Real men don't raise their voice. They raise their values. Real loyalty doesn't make noise, it makes decisions. And sometimes the loudest way to defend someone you love is to walk away without saying a word. If this story hit your heart even once, don't scroll. Follow right now, because I promise you, I'm about to tell you more stories that restore faith in love, loyalty, and the kind of respect the world has forgotten. If this story hit your heart even once, don't just scroll past it. Subscribe right now, because the next story I'm about to tell might be the one that changes the way you look at love, loyalty, and respect forever.